John Piper with Addon Systems. Many of our customers have several of our products. There's a product today that some of them may not be aware of. It's called Order Services. I'm going to introduce Wayne Long, one of our longtime trainers. He comes from an operational background and been working with our clients for over 20 years. Let's welcome up Wayne Long.
Hello. How are you?
Well, you've been working with our clients, I think, about 23 years now. So you've interacted with customers from all across North America, Canada, and the U.S. What are some of the things you've seen over the years from our clients, especially as they've transitioned their workforce? They've got some new folks in the building. What's your perception of operations in our customer base here in 2023?
There's definitely a lot of turnover in trucking, and some customers bring me in to help with their training needs of new employees. Others tend to sit them down with some of their more experienced users, which has pros and cons. Sometimes the person with a lot of product knowledge and quite capable of doing their job is not necessarily the best trainer. Plus, they're usually trying to accomplish their job while they're training, so it's pretty much a rush situation. And they put the new user a lot of times in a position where they feel like they have to pretend they're getting it. And the person doing the training does not like to repeat themselves because they're under a time crunch. So some customers do a half decent job, it seems, of training new employees, especially for select products like tractor services, tractor detention, trailer detention, stuff of that sort. But for the most part, my experience has been it tends to be best if they bring me in and or do a online training one-on-one with that person so that we can go at their pace and really reinforce the things they need in order to be productive.
So what we'd like to accomplish today is twofold: really share with you a little overview of our Order Services product if you don't have it, and then also remind you that Wayne is available to do on-site training as well as Google Meet, Zoom type training, Microsoft Teams, to really reinforce some of the applications that you already own to get the most use out of the Addon Systems software products and modules and services that you've come to trust. So Wayne, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the AS400 screen and let you share some things there. Take it away, sir.
Today's program, Order Services, to me is a tremendous benefit, and it seems like it's one of those products a lot of our customers are not even familiar that it even exists. We have a fleet of products. It's basically 3 different products that tie in together that encompass all the operations functions, if you will, for people in driver manager positions, fleet planning services positions, as well as customer service positions to be able to accomplish their job. The first one that was created was the tractor services, also known as fleet services. And it basically replaces the customer's driver manager type screen. So it's a more robust, user-friendly, all-encompassing screen to help driver managers manage their fleet, if you will, their assigned driver/trucks. We also have the second product that came out after that was for planning services. So similarly, it allows one-stop shopping for planners to go ahead and see what's going on within the area, the capacity and demand, if you will, customer orders that need servicing, as well as trucks available to plan those service needs accordingly. The third product that came out was Order Services shortly after the other two. But unlike the other two that replaced current software packages that the users had to do their job, Order Services is designed specifically for customer service reps. And unless a customer actually went out of the way and had the expense of providing a customized screen for them, customer service never had a screen to perform their duties. They always had to piecemeal jumping in and out of different screens to capture different data to try to service customers' needs. Where nowadays, if they have the Order Services screen, it's a one-stop shopping for customer rep type people, and the CSRs can come in here and manipulate the data accordingly based off of what they're trying to service, and to our customers that are on the phone looking for feedback. So it's a tremendous one-stop shopping tool for the CSR types. And unlike the other two that I previously mentioned, CSRs never did have a screen to accomplish their job. So to me, of the three, this is probably the most valuable one. The first two I mentioned replace existing software. This is brand new software.
Wayne, what I found is folks in operations, you and I both started our careers in trucking operations. They want to work fast. They want to work efficiently. And they're under a lot of duress and pressure, especially in this market we're in 2023. They're doing more with less people. They need the resources on the back end to make decisions. And the order services module really helps them do that.
Absolutely. For example, not only the screen you're looking at identifies based off whatever rep the user simply keys in their code one time unless they change it at default, but it gives them a total count of all orders that are currently available under dispatch and or loaded, anything that has not yet been emptied. So they have a quick snapshot of how many orders they need to basically manage. And from there, throughout the day, when they're getting more orders, there's a quick function key to go into order entry, or throughout the day, if customers are inquiring, wanting some feedback on their orders, not coming through on EDI, but they want that personal touch and they contact the customer service rep, it's quick and easy for a customer rep to come into the screen, just pull up that particular customer's freight and start from there. So even if the customer doesn't have an exact order number available, which if they did, as you can see, here's the order column, they can simply key it in this field. So this way, if a customer rep knew their customer code, and chances are they do, because they work with them day in and day out, they can just simply come over to this customer field, key in the actual customer code. They can also look it up if they need to. And right at their fingertips now, it filters down to just the 5 customers' orders that are currently available that have not been emptied. So from here, they have quick extensions, if you will, into order history, rescheduling appointments, looking at where the driver was last, that type of stuff, how many miles away they are. So right off the bat, this user for customer rep would be able to quickly pull up this one customer's freight that they're managing, see that they have 5 orders, and from there, based off the information the customer's given them, they can basically go into an extension to retrieve the data and or communicate whatever it is the customer is inquiring upon.
And Wayne, you've told me what you've seen in the past working with our customers is they've had to piecemeal different applications together to grab information to see, what orders are available. And now this brings it all together, which really does help streamline the day in the life of, a planner or, a driver manager or whoever might be working in order services.
Absolutely. In the past, they basically had to go to the planning screen, which is basically designed for the planners, not customer service reps, capture some data there. They might go to a screen known as orders for customer and try to capture within a time frame orders that are available there to look at. They have programs for orders needing appointments. So they would be jumping in and out of 3 or 4 different screens and trying to keep track of all the data that they need in order to service that particular customer's freights, where now it's just one-stop shopping. And as soon as you're done with that customer that you just pulled up, if you solve the equation of what was being asked, you simply field exit the code, it goes back to their 301 orders that they had instead of the 5. And they can do that throughout the day quick and easy. This is easy to manage with 5, but let's say it came up with 25. Instead of paging up and down, maybe you had additional data to filter down and be more manageable, like the consignee code. Maybe the customer is just inquiring upon certain freight that's going to a specific location. I think could come over to this particular field and just key in whatever consignee code they want, and then it would narrow down even further. So if the initial search was more than one screen, putting in extra data would then fine tune it where you have something similar to the 5 we're looking at, which is a lot easier to manage.
So if you're an Addon Systems customer and you have tractor services, planning services, but you don't have order services, contact us. We can get Wayne on to do a more extensive demo of the application and really see if it's a fit for your business. Wayne, would you agree that having all 3 of those really impacts a client's operations and really takes them to a whole nother level?
Absolutely. In my experience, most customers, especially large carriers, They pretty much have defined roles throughout the organization. On the operational side, you're going to have CSRs, you're going to have driver manager types, and you're going to have planners. And even though certain people specialize in one area or the other, a lot of times they're wearing multiple hats and helping each other. And if you have all three screens, each person has the ability to manage their responsibilities. At the same time, they're so tightly integrated that their screens will be impacted by what's being performed by the other two areas. So as a planner takes steps, they're going to see it pop up on their screen if it's assigned to this particular customer rep. Same thing with driver managers. And whenever the customer service person takes steps like capturing new appointments, things of that sort, it also immediately updates the other two. The three products are designed to tightly integrate with each other and effectively communicate within the three primary roles of the operation. So as one person updates any information on their screen, it automatically feeds into the other. But again, instead of the customer service rep having to jump in and out of multiple screens, they have their own one-stop shopping screen, if you will, to perform all duties.
Wayne, you're a wealth of knowledge, a great resource for all our customers here at Addon Systems. I'll put the link below. You can click on a link here for more information. Our phone number is available. Contact us today and we can set up a demo of the order services application if you don't have it. If you'd like to schedule Wayne for some additional training on any of your products, reach out to us as well, and we can schedule time either on site for some new folks in your organization to get more out of your current products, or do it over Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Meet. But thank you for joining us today on this segment here with Addon Systems. You have a great day out there and be safe.